Good morning, students. After understanding the concept of midpoint theorem and its converse, today I am going to tell you about one important example, that is example number 8. Because the example number 8, whatever there is given, it's very important. Its result is very important for us. In extra questions, not in NCERT, but whenever we will do in extra questions, this result we will use as a theorem. And what is that result? Today we will discuss that. Firstly, see what's given. L, M and N are three parallel lines. These three lines are parallel. Line L, line M and line N. And the two transversal P and Q are given. P is a transversal, Q is a transversal, such that these two transversals are cut off these three parallel lines to equal intercept AB and BC on the P. And we have to show that Q transversal is also doing the same. I know it's a little bit confusing. What is the meaning of the equal intercept? To make it easy for you, I have changed the given example with easy language. You see here what's given. If there are three parallel lines, they are L, M and N, and the intercept made by them on one transversal are equal, then the intercept on any other transversal are also equal. You see here what we have to do. We have given these three lines are parallel, line L, M and N. These three are parallel. Q is intercept, that is a transversal. P is also transversal. It's given transversal P are giving us equal intercept. Intercept mean this transversal is cutting these three lines, these three parallel lines at the point A, B and C. Then intercept is AB, one intercept, and BC, another intercept. It means what we have given? We have given AB equal to BC. And we have to prove this Q transversal giving us the same result. Means we have to prove DE equal to EF. Given I have written here three parallel line L, M and N are given and cut off a transversal P at ABC such that AB equal to BC. It's important one. Equal intercept word was there. That is the meaning of the equal intercept. Q is the another transversal intersecting. I am using here word intersecting. L, M and N at DEF. What we have to prove? We have to prove DE equal to EF. Now there is little bit construction. We will draw a line segment parallel to P. This P line is here, and we will take one parallel line which is passing through the point E and cutting line L at G and line N at H. It means this GH is parallel to AC. It's our construction. Now you see what we have to do, what we will do. You see here, firstly this AG equal to EB, yes, because L is parallel to M, it's given. And GE equal parallel to AB, yes, because it's a parallel line. It's our construction. Now you see here, these two opposite lines are parallel, these two opposite lines are it means it's a parallelogram. Similarly, we will prove E, B, H and C. E, B, C, H. It's also a parallelogram. How? EB parallel to HC because M is parallel to N, and EH parallel to BC because it's our construction. So from here we have taken these two quadrilateral AGED AB, AGEB this one, and BEHC, these are parallelogram. Then from these two, what we will take? We will take, if these two lines are parallel, if it's a parallelogram, it means opposite sides are equal. It means GE equal to AB. Similarly, EH equal to BC. It's our result, whatever we are going to take here. You see what we have proved? We have proved GE equal to AB, EH equal to BC. But it's given AB and BC, they both are equal. AB and BC are equal, it's given. It means AB is equal to this, BC is equal to this, and these two lines are already, line segments are already equal. It means GE equal to EH. It's the result what we have got here. We will give it as equation number 6. Now students, we will take two triangles. Take triangle GED and triangle EFH. In these two triangles, we will make them congruent. How? Angle 1 equal to angle 2? Yes, vertically opposite angle. Then angle 3 equal to angle 4? Yes. Alternate equal angle? Alternate interior angles are equal because these two lines are parallel. And what's about the third one? Third result we have proved now. What? GE equal to EH. In equation number 6 we have proved GE equal to EH. It means by angle side angle these two triangles are congruent. When these two triangles are congruent, then by CPCT we will take DE equal to EF, and it's what we have to prove.